Thank you everyone for watching. I know a lot of people want me to show a full carpet cleaning job video. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is just film a live video as I clean. So the first step, we already did our walkthrough. The first step we're gonna do is just vacuum. So follow me as I just do all the cleaning process.
You want me to read you some of the comments?
Sure.
Cynthia said, "Hey y'all.
Hey, Cynthia.
Hope they're not hot. Hope there's hot water extraction, not VLM."
Oh, yeah. We're gonna do hot water extraction. Just wanted to show the whole process of vacuuming first, because on these apartments I always vacuum, pre-spray, agitate with the CRB, which you would like, and then hot water extraction. So I'm gonna do the whole thing.
She said the vacuum alone is making that carpet much lighter.
Yeah.
Chris says, "What pre-spray are you using and rinse?"
Who said that?
Chris.
I'll show you.
He says you do great work.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Just to let you guys know, my dad's behind the camera today. So it's nice having him as I work. And the reason why I use such a long extension cord for my vacuum is so I don't have to keep plugging in every single room. As you saw, I did this whole carpet just because I only plugged in one time. I usually plug in through the middle of the job, and usually this whole extension I don't have to keep replugging in, just one time, and I can do the whole job with vacuuming. Just a little side tip.
Cynthia liked the hi dad comment.
Cynthia is probably like my best commenter. So I appreciate you, Cynthia, and I'm gonna do some CRB. This was actually inspired for you because you asked me to do the CRB, more CRB work. So I told my dad, just film me doing the whole job. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that?
Yeah.
There's all the soil that we got out of this apartment. And my dad, when we went in, he said, "Isn't the carpet already looked vacuum?" And it did. But that's why I always vacuum, because no matter how it looks, it's still probably gonna pull out some more stuff. So is Chris still on?
Chris, awesome job, cameraman. We thank you for capturing this amazing work.
So I created my own blend for my apartments. I call it CEO. It's a citrus enzyme oxy blend that I make. It's BioBreak. Even though it has this on the can, I just use this canister. But basically I use my own blend where I put 2 scoops of like a high pH citrus cleaner. I put 2 scoops of an enzyme based cleaner, and then I put 1 scoop of an oxy cleaner, and I shake it up really good, and I feel like it does a great job with the traffic areas, with the spots. It brightens up the carpets, and it's used as a deodorizer as well. So I already mixed up my hydroforce. So now we're gonna pre-spray.
What's in the pre-spray?
What I just showed you.
Oh, okay. Is there a certain ratio of mixing that?
So the hydroforce shoots out 4 to 1. So usually you put 4 scoops in a full hydroforce. Sometimes I put 5 if it's really dirty. So what I do, this is a little tip. I run a hose from my machine to the back of my van, so I can just plug in my hose, and I run 110 foot or 115 foot lead hose. And this hose usually gets me 90% of the jobs that I do, no problem lengthwise. So what I do is when I'm about to turn on the hydroforce, I connect the hose to the back. And then I just turn on the machine. This carpet doesn't really have it's not too heavily soiled, and it doesn't have that many spots or traffic areas. So we're gonna do just a kind of a light coat over the whole carpet.
Retro rollback, hi from the Netherlands.
Hey, what's up, man? Boise, Idaho. How's the carpet cleaning in the Netherlands?
And then Cynthia again expressed her appreciation for the good pre-spray action that you're doing.
Yeah. There's like a little discoloration spot right there. Can't really probably see it too well. It's like a little purple spot right here. I saw one in the living room too. You see a little purple? That's from discoloration, probably from a previous cleaner that they used. It's one's right here too, Dad. You can see it right here at the front. You see that like little purple spot, that discoloration? You might not be able to see it too well. Not that big of a deal. So the way that I do these, because the living room's in the middle, I pretty much do the 2 rooms first, and then I'll finish up with the living room. But I'll pre-spray everything. It's just with the hose management, it's easier to do the rooms and then finish up with the living room as the last thing.
So Chris Salazar says, "What's up, brother?"
What's up, man? What's up?
And then Cynthia made a comment, New York City here.
New York City.
I don't have carpet, but I have parquet floors, but I love how you can restore and clean carpets. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I never been to New York. I always wanted to go to the old Yankee Stadium though. I gotta turn off my valve whenever I switch rooms because my hydro force leaks. Usually on these transitions, you want to go a little bit heavier because I even noticed on the vacuuming, it was a lot more crunchier right here, like a lot more soil, dirt. See more of those purple spots.
So, Chris again, in addition to carpet, do you clean wood floors, tile and grout, and upholstery?
Hey, Dad.
Yep.
So the previous, I rinse with, right now I'm rinsing with all fiber rinse just to neutralize the carpet. But honestly, I haven't really found a good, like my perfect acid rinse to use. So, but this is a good product. But I'm still in searching for the perfect acid rinse. I've used probably about 10 different products.
What's the top one on your list so far?
So Monster Chems in San Diego, they have a good acid rinse. I think it's 3 to 4 pH, but it has good smell. The one thing that I don't like about some acid rinses is it's still a little bit soapy. So I'm looking to find one that has, for one, some sort of cleaning power, neutralizes carpets, has a good smell when it comes out of the wand, because some just don't, even though they smell good in the bottle, they don't really smell good when you put them on the carpet. Like there's no smell at all. And then one that doesn't foam up that much. So one day I'll probably create my own. So this next step's for Cynthia. She always likes the CRV action. Same thing with the extension cord. I usually use a longer extension cord, so when I'm CRVing, I don't have to keep plugging in and plug in and unplug every single room. I just basically go to a centralized spot in the house or the apartment, and then I can pretty much CRV the whole place with just plugging in one time. So that's why I use such a long extension cord.
Chris asks, when should you use acid rinse versus alkaline?
So if you're pre-spraying with an alkaline, which 99% of the time you pre-spray with an alkaline, you want to rinse with an acid so you neutralize the carpet. That's the whole point in the acid rinse. So to answer your question, 99% of the time you would rinse with an acid rinse.
Can you describe this agitator?
Are you talking to me or are you asking a question from the fans?
No, I'm your fan.
Okay. So most people on here probably know this is a CRB. Dual rotating brush. It's basically gonna scrub the carpets with all the pre-spray that we put down, and it's gonna get it's gonna separate the soils, and it's also gonna get like some more hair and dirt and whatever's embedded in the carpet. It's gonna get it out.
Cynthia says counter rotation brush.
Yep, CRB.
Nice. I like that. Explanation for the rookies in here.
It's pretty common though. A lot of carpet cleaners use CRB. Probably one of the most important tools that you'll have on your truck.
Nice. I'm thinking there's somebody who might be watching who's never done this before and is thinking about it as a profession.
Maybe.
You know, they want to see exactly how difficult it is and how much time it takes. Yeah. Have you tried TMF chemicals and Sager products? What do you think about them?
Good question.
That wasn't from me.
So TMF, I really like their products. Rob Allen has a really good heart to help people. The forum TMF on Facebook forum is a really good place to get plugged in, ask questions, and see how other people do their thing. I've only tried Code Red for Sagers one time, and I didn't like the way that it didn't really break down that well in my Hydroforce. Personally, I didn't really care for it too much, but I'll give it another shot. But Craig Sager is a good dude. And then also I tried the Mango Burst deodorizer from Sager's, and I give that a thumbs up. That's a great product, and it's reasonably priced. The few products that I would say with TMF are good. I would say BioPro 10K is a great all-around pre-spray that I need to order. Actually, I was thinking about ordering another pail. And then Black Label is really good pre-spray for like residential carpets. because you could hot water extract or VLM, and it also smells really good. I think out of all the smells and all of the carpet cleaning deodorizers and pre-sprays, I would say Black Label probably has like a top 3 scent. It's a really good scent. So it's, I would say overall, I really like TMF products. But one day I might come out with my own product, so keep looking out for that.
Chris says thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
You already got Chris on board for supporting your future products.
Nice.
I missed a question from Cynthia earlier.
Okay.
Do you change the brushes? I know there are white, blue, and green. Does it matter for each carpet? So one is, do you change the brushes? And two is, do you change colors?
So, the white ones I think are the softest. The blue ones are a medium and the greens are stiff. I think I don't do a lot of tile. Going back to the other question that the guy asked, I do upholstery, I do carpet. I don't do much tile because I do mostly property management carpet cleaning. But I think the blue is kind of like really firm enough for usually all types of carpet. The white one would be very soft, so maybe like on wool you might want to use that, but I don't do much wool. And then the green would be for like tile and grout because it's stiffer, so hard floors. That's at least what I think. I don't think you would use green on carpet unless it's like maybe low pile commercial like glue down, you know, that you really need to like brush hard. if it's like super nasty. Let's see, before we start this room, let's see what we got underneath here. Anything? We got some nasty stuff?
I'm not touching it. What do you think, folks? You guys are the experts. Is that a layer of gunk?
Alright. So I gotta get a glove on. Whenever I take this out, I gotta get a glove on because my wife got mad at me one time because I didn't. That's pretty much 2 rooms worth, a living room and a bedroom. Actually not too bad, I've seen a lot worse. So, this carpet's not in bad shape other than those little purple discoloration spots.
Just for the people who don't know, how much does this thing weigh?
Probably like 35 pounds maybe. Oops.
Cynthia said, kick out.
Oh man. I was telling her I don't get as much kick out as, I mean, there's some jobs where you do, because kick out would basically be like the like when the hair clumps up a lot and the dirt, it basically, the CRB spits it out on the ground so you can see it. Normally I don't get too much because I do a thorough job vacuuming. So some carpet cleaners don't vacuum, so they just do the pre-spray CRB, so you'll get a lot more kick out because you're not vacuuming first. But because I vacuum, I rarely ever get a lot of kick out. But it does happen. There's been some jobs that are so dirty with dog hair that you can vacuum 10 times and you'll still get full canisters of hair. So there's this one job last year I think I vacuumed it 10 times and I CRB'd it like 4 times and I still was getting a lot of hair. And it got to the point where I just told the property management, like, I did everything I could and I can't spend all day on this job, so sorry, like, if there's still more hair in the carpet, but it was just one of those like ridiculous amounts of hair. a little bit more. Not too bad. Time to set up the wand.
Chris says, I like the Max Flow wand that you use. Do you like the Devastator wand? I think those are the top two swivel wands.
Watch out for your foot, Dad. All right, there you go. I would say TMF, the truck mount form swivel one's probably like the top as far as quality. Unfortunately, it does cost a lot of money though, because the TMF wand is the most expensive when it comes to swivel wands. MaxFlow is a good wand, but you might have to do some repairs to it, because even when I got it, it was started leaking and stuff. But overall, I mean, you could get one for $1,100, $1,200. The TMF $1,600 or $1,700, and then the Devastator I haven't had too much experience with.
How many feet is this tube?
This is 120 feet. My first section of hoses, both of them are 120 or 115 or 120, something like that. Because I noticed that most of my jobs, 90% of the time, this is all I need. So as you can see, I run my vacuum hoses to the back of my van also. So if you can look right here, the two tubes coming from my waste tank tie into this T right here, this metal T, and then into one with, I got my inline filter. Just plug in.
Is that 8 flow jets?
It's one and a half. It's 6 flow.
6 flows.
Step over here then before I do that spot.
How many gallons of water in your water tank? Do you ever have to refill on site?
Yes, sometimes.
70 gallons and sometimes yes.
I really, if I were to do it over again, I would do 100 gallon at least, 110, 100 to 110. But the 70 is good for about two to four jobs. Don't step on my lines, Dad. 2 to 4 jobs, depending on how big the jobs are.
Cynthia's using this as like a relaxation technique. Just watching you do your movement on the carpet. She's got her popcorn on hand.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out the hose a little bit. See? good. You're good right there. So, just gonna whip this around a little bit.
Is it recommended to use earplugs when working 2 to 3 jobs a day, or is this a preference?
I usually use my earphones when I listen to things. I don't need it for noise cancellation. It's not that loud. I mean, if I was working around the machine and not in the house, then I'd probably use earphones or earplugs.
How many PSI are you using?
About 450.
About 450. Good questions, folks. offer rug cleaning on-site and off-site for your clients? Which is better?
So I don't do a lot of residential work, but there are times where you go into a person's house and they ask you if you could clean an area rug, and the answer is yes. But the problem is, for one, area rugs are difficult to clean because they're not tacked down to the floor, so they move. But the best way to clean area rugs is taking it to a off-site bath, like a rug bath. So basically, what I do is I say, yes, I can clean it, and this is how much I would charge to clean it. But the better option would be for you to take it to a off-site rug bath. And then I tell them the problem is they're gonna charge you a lot of money. So I can do it for $100 and like it'll be okay, or you can get it like brand new, like cleaned wise, and take it over there for, let's say, $300. So it's really, you just give them the option. Personally, I don't like doing them. I don't like doing them at people's houses. I'd rather just do vacant carpet cleaning.
Good steamy goodness. How much heat?
Go to the machine and check the heat gauge on the machine. It'll have the temperature reading.
Okay.
It's probably like 215, 220.
Okay. So you're going to get a live update on the heat level. He says it's going to be about 215, 220.
What was it reading?
It varied between like 210 and 220.
Yeah.
Depending on how much you were sucking out at the time. Phenomenal job. Wow, so smooth those lines. Cynthia says, I don't like it when they clean rugs out in the open, like on a driveway with a tarp. Just bugs me.
It's a pet peeve for you?
It's a pet peeve for her.
Yeah.
Chris says that's some good heat. Thanks for showing us. Cynthia's got some OCD, gets her triggered. It should be cleaned afterwards. What about the back side of it? The rugs. If you do any rug job, what do you do with the back side? Just vacuum it?
Nope.
Don't touch it.
If you want it done that way, you just take it to the rug bath. That's why I tell the people, I'll clean it the best I can, but it's not going to be as good as they will get it.
No backside rubs, huh?
Nope. I ain't doing it. I mean, some people are desperate just to get it looking nicer, which is fine. I have some videos on my YouTube of like area rug cleaning, but I rarely ever do it. Hey Dad, get a close up over here. So usually you can see the type of water going in from the glass right here without even putting any water down. It's like kind of brownish. You see that? So usually these areas are pretty heavily sanitized near the door. I mean, near the wall.
I didn't even know it had that window. That gives you a little barometer about how dirty it is.
Yeah. This is actually not that bad. There's some that I do at this apartment complex where it's very dirty, like black almost. Some people like a close-up of the wand, like when it's spraying at.
Do you clean upholstery very often?
Not very often, but I do. Mostly at my house because my wife makes me.
How many wet passes and dry passes is standard?
That comes down to the PSI, the heat, and the amount of vacuum that your truck mount has. For me, I have a 4.7 blower. So for me, I have a really powerful machine with very hot water. So I pretty much, depending on the soil level of the carpet, I hold my finger on the trigger down for a whole row, front and back, or all the way. And then I usually go slowly to suck up the water. So basically one wet pass to one slow dry pass. Some people will tell you do different things. For me, I usually get about 4 hours dry time. And it's really not that wet when I leave. So for me, it's fine.
So you do filtration lines. Some customers are cheap. They don't want to pay extra. Do you do it or not?
You guys got some good questions. So if it's a really light carpet and it has filtration lines, I'll usually tell the customer on the walkthrough, the pre-inspection, that those aren't probably gonna come out, but I'll try my best. So when it comes to those, I'll usually, when I do the vacuuming, I'll do the wand on the vacuum wand, the hand wand, all the way, the hand tool, all the way around the borders of the carpet. But I've already set the expectations low with the customers, and usually it comes out better, but not perfect. Filtration lines are very difficult. Here, I'll show you what I would do. So look at the wall. So you see how the wand, shoots straight down? What I would do, if there was a filtration line right here, all along the edge of the carpet, what I would do is I would turn the wand head like this, and it would spray closer to the wall. You see that? You see the angle?
Yeah.
That's what I would do with filtration lines. I would turn the wand so it's an angle, so it's getting more of the wall of the carpet on the wall. And if it doesn't come out, it doesn't come out. And like I said, most of my customers, it's not an issue.
Did you pay these people for these good questions? Does wetting the baseboard cause damage, or should you wipe afterwards?
Personally, I've never had an issue with baseboards. So for me, the only time I would wipe down the baseboard is if it was really dirty and I wanted to help the client. So like, Dad, you're stepping on my lines. So,
Oops.
One rule, never step on a carpet cleaner's lines.
I learned that the hard way.
I don't even know where I was. I'm gonna pull my hose out a little bit. Step to the side real quick, Dad. Thanks.
Cynthia says, looks like brand new carpet.
That's the goal, to make it look good.
And Chris asked a good question in this day and age. How do you feel about electric truck mounts and electric pump sprayers?
It's a good question. So when I started off as a portable guy, basically electric. And I tried to make myself an electric truck mount with a Mighty portable, but nothing compares to a truck mount. So for me, some guys can make it work. For me, truck mounts are the most efficient and powerful way of carpet cleaning that you can have. So pump sprayers are good, but the problem is if you use a harsh chemical, it could break them easily. So just make sure you get like some sort of warranty or keep the receipt so you can return. Because I've had a few pump sprayers that are electric and they end up breaking like really soon. I think for me, Hydro Force is the way to put your pre-spray down. It's the best way. And then just get some pump-up sprayers from Home Depot for all your spot treatments, and you'll be fine.
Just FYI, your battery's running low.
Okay.
Since we're on the subject of electricity. Is this the last step?
Yep.
Do you ever use water cloth for urine treatments?
And did Chris ask that question?
Yes.
Yes, it's a good question. I got a question for you, Chris. Are you a carpet cleaner? Because you know a lot. Or are you trying to be a carpet cleaner? What is this?
What's your status,
Seems
Chris?
like you got some good questions.
He likes your level of expertise in the question department.
So for me, the best way to deal with urine, and I have some urine videos. Go look. Maybe about 6 months ago to 8 months ago, I put a couple good urine treatment jobs. For me, I don't like the water cloth, because when you saturate the area, and even though you suck up as much water as possible, you drenched it so much that when it dries, it tends to leave a water spot on that whole area. So for me personally, I would rather use OS1 from Pro's Choice in a pump-up sprayer, no dilution, and just soak, saturate the spot, the urine spot, as best as you can with that product. And then when you get to that, after you CRB and brush it in, when you get to that spot, just rinse it out like 10 times. And then do a slow dry pass until you don't see that much water coming out, and that's the best you can do. For me, I don't like water cloth because you have to like dump water onto the spot, and it makes too much of a puddle.
So he's thinking about going into the field. So you got some advice while you're closing here, because the video is going to end?
Yeah.
For people like Chris?
Yeah. Just watch my content, comment, subscribe. We don't need to do phone call right now. I mean, I'm accessible on YouTube, so just reach out to me, do what you're doing, and then look up my Facebook page, send me a message, Faithful Carpet Cleaning at Facebook.com, and find me there, and I'll try to be as responsive as possible. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. machine before you turn it off.
Slowing down the machine before he turns it off. There it is. How long did that take?
How long have we been streaming for?
76 minutes.
So an hour and 15 minutes.
Three rooms?
2 bedrooms and a living room. Normally I would knock that out in about an hour if I'm like by myself, just, you know, doing my thing quickly. But I think I'm gonna charge anywhere between like 125 to 150 for that job. So if you think about it, if I spent, you know, let's even say an hour and 15 minutes, that's a little bit over $100 an hour. So I mean, or $100 an hour, but it's good. It's a good industry, especially for Chris looking to get into it. But if you can string together property management like these and do 3 to 5 of these jobs a day, you made good money for the day. So that's one of the reasons why I like doing apartments, because it's pretty simple. No people, which I love people, but I don't like dealing with all my equipment in the house with people. And then furniture, children, dogs, or pets. I like vacant apartments because you can just kind of work in peace. So that's my thing.
And typically, how long is the cleanup from here?
7 minutes. About 7 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your day.